Okay, so here we are. We are playing the Golden State Warriors against the Clippers, and I am going to today talk to you about my predictions on how this round is going to go for both the Clippers as well as the Golden State Warriors. So, both teams are obviously really good. They both made the NBA playoffs. The Clippers are the 8th place team, while Golden State is 1st place. And what we're going to have here is basically a 3-point killing team against the Clippers. So, overall, Golden State is probably going to win this series. Now, the reason why is because obviously they're really good. They have all-stars at all 5 spots on their starting lineup. So they are absolutely an amazing team. So what they're going to do at first is probably going to set some quick, simple screen and rolls that are going to start with 3-point shots just like this one. And on the defensive end, they do have some really big defensive players like Green as well as Cousins.
We've got Gilgeous Alexander. Ivica Zubac is out there with Gallinari. Then it's Patrick Beverley.
Normally, though, you would not be seeing that many turnovers, and
the fact that he just lets the game.
They do have a pretty good center in Zubac. So, what I'm going to be saying is probably the Golden State Warriors will probably win in 4 games. They're probably going to be 4-0, and if they're not, we can give the Clippers at least 1 win during the round. But what we're going to try here is we're going to try and feed the post. We're going to see how DeMarcus Cousins can survive down there. He's going to stretch it out, but what we're going to do is nice, quick, easy, and we are just not hitting our shots. That's 2 misses so far, and hopefully the Golden State Warriors are not going to be missing like they have been in this game. Now, coming down in the fast break, what they're really known for is jacking up the 3, and that's what we're going to do here in this game as well.
But
I hate to see him leave there.
Well, and leave Curry.
Now, the Clippers are a pretty good team. Gilgeous Alexander is obviously a favorite of mine, mainly because he is a Canadian boy. He is from where I am from, which is around the Hamilton, Ontario area.
They've made more threes than.
And this is quite amazing. Canada basketball is growing. If you're not from Canada, that's totally fine. But just so all of the Americans know, we are growing and we are getting better and better at basketball, and so is the world. On my basketball channel, Basketball Coach Allen, you wouldn't believe how many views I get from the Philippines. It's crazy. We're draining these threes. We're up by 6 now. Thompson's killing it. Thompson's going to be an interesting one. He can be on some pretty nasty cold streaks, but he can also be killing it from the 3-point line. If he is killing it from the 3-point line, not many teams can beat them. So it'll be very interesting to see how this plays out. On my own bracket, I have the Raptors meeting up with
Probably sleeping through a lot of them.
with the Golden State Warriors in the finals.
I was 4 years old. I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember anything from that season. The first season I remember is the year later when they lost.
Okay, we thought we would try that 3. That's totally fine. We'll let them have it.
Phoenix, the triple.
We just need to get those rebounds when they miss.
Was Collins on that team?
Collins, Havlicek.
See if I can set a screen and roll.
And, I was at the triple overtime game in the 76 finals.
Oh yeah.
Probably the most famous.
Check out that beast.
Ever of the.
He is an absolutely huge player. If you've ever seen that guy up in first person, he is just huge.
And I slept through.
And that, like, if he can keep his anger under control, because that is the one thing that DeMarcus Cousins is known for, is his anger. If they can coach his anger to be going towards the actual opponent and not towards the referees, they are going to do really, really well.
Headlined a tremendous rookie class in 2017, and in fact, people might think it's the best rookie season ever in the history of the league.
A lot of good players. Simmons, Mitchell.
Oh, they got that switch, and I just took him to school. So, off of a screen and roll, if they're going to start switching on DeMarcus Cousins, I am going to be destroying the low post. Now, DeMarcus Cousins needs to get a lot of those offensive rebounds, especially when we are missing our three-point shots. So that's going to be interesting. If we continue to miss our shots, he better be grabbing up those rebounds.
In the 2000s, especially like from about.
Now we're going to go a 2-on-1 game. We're going to dunk it on him. Oh yeah, when he is running the floor, we're killing it too. If he can do that, if DeMarcus Cousins in the real life game can really start running the floor and running the floor consistently, it's going to be a hell of a killer game.
Remember, they were any year since 1993. Wow.
So we got some substitutions in. DeMarcus Cousins is on fire after that timeout.
Guys who could be Hall of Famers.
The only thing with the Golden State Warriors is they do have a really great starting lineup, but their bench is not the greatest. They do have Iguodala, and they do have Cook, who's a really good three-point shooter, but other than that, they don't have that far, like that deep of a team, unlike the Raptors, who can go 12, 13 deep and be consistent.
Shots philosophy, I think, is the biggest thing. Just the pace of the game has really improved, and to a really pleasing way for fans.
But again, just like the philosophy with their starting lineup, their backups are really great at shooting the three-point shot.
The players basically getting rid of the wall between them and the fans, using social media, using Instagram.
And if we can get those defensive rebounds, Cousins is running the floor. That'll be interesting. Get him the ball. Oh, I thought he was going to drive when I clicked the square button. Of course, I'm playing on PlayStation.
Through this whole decade, and these guys now, they can get.
But just like in the real life game, Golden State is just killing it. I bet they're going to go 4-0.
Some writer or somebody who writes a hit.
I have in my bracket that they're going to go 4-1 in this round. The reason is, you obviously, there's going to be one game that they may not play all that well. I might say, like, their third game, they might not play so well.
A skill we're seeing daily from players.
However, up here in Canada, if you're from Canada and you're watching this, there's a TSN bracket that you can play, and if you are the best, then you win $1 million.
In the last generation.
So definitely something to play. If you're a Canadian, it's only open to Canadians. We're gonna set up a screen and roll with Iguodala.
I'm sure you see it at the games.
Shocking.
Whereas in the 90s, it was a free-for-all. You had these guys who...
That is, the Golden State's backup center, Jabreko, is not that great of a player. I would choose many other centers other than him.
Bad interviews. Like, he doesn't say anything. He knows how to dodge.
Let's try and set up another screen and roll. I want to click to hit another three.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Oh, really? He drained the three, though, and they got an illegal screen, damn it.
But I really didn't think so.
So just like our last round one video, which was the Raptors versus... Oh, that was a close shot.
And so it's the Golden State Warriors.
Which was the Raptors versus Orlando. We're only going to go and play until the second quarter, at the end of the second quarter. And then we'll see what the score is. And we'll go from there. We would just multiply it by 4 and see, take a guess at what the score will be in the real life game. Because these quarters are only 5 or 6 minutes long. And we're only playing until half. So, multiply it by 4 and that should get us the actual score. We're up 18 to, like, what was it, a 7 or 9? So we are killing it right now.
They welcome the challenge.
Yep, 18 to 7. So we are destroying them right now.
Any other way.
We still have our bench on.
And
Cook is a really good three-point shooter. I wouldn't be surprised if he got kind of like the 6th man of the year, or yeah, he might be an option for a 6th man of the year, but they weren't exactly using him in that position this year.
The opponent to feel comfortable getting into their heads just a bit.
And now let's check out the lineup.
Another one of those? My God, they are just not setting screens, or I'm going too early.
Gallinari is out there with Green. Then it's
I would love to know what your thoughts are about how this series is going to go this round, round 1. And I would love to know. So comment below. Let us know what you think is going to happen during the first round, Golden State versus the Clippers. Too bad Seth Curry doesn't play on the Clippers anymore. That would have been interesting to see brother versus brother.
And now Durant on the floor, galloping all by himself.
So that's Durant's first basket of the game. He finally scored.
So unique. This guy is terrific finding the open man.
We're up 20-7 right now.
And before the ownership change in
Go get it.
2010, the Warriors franchise really staggered.
Yeah, they staggered to the point that in 2012.
Thought I would jack it up. Iguodala is not really known for his three-point shot, or he's a good three-point shooter, but he's not known for an amazing three-point shot.
Their owner on Chris Mullin night, and I went through their whole history since they won the title.
Come on, get a defensive rebound and push it.
All the horrible
Oh
things
yeah,
they
look at
did,
this, the center.
all the dumb moves they made, all the dumb trades, all the things they never should have done. It was
On a 5-out
extensive.
screen.
And after things flipped around, people mail me that article all the time.
Oh yeah.
Can you believe it? We've won 3 titles. In the
Haven't
last
really
3
called
years.
any plays during this game yet, but we are just calling screen and rolls. That's really all you need to do in 2K19. There are plays available for you to run, but it's one of those games where you don't necessarily need to run a set play. They're far better than their opponent. It's not like exactly a close game or anything.
It was awesome. I love their fans. It was in the heart of Silicon Valley. It made sense that they should be
Jacking up a 3 with Curry. Oh yeah, draining it.
And as we learned,
Curry is one of those players, like once in a lifetime players that just he found something that he's good at, which is 3-point shots. The whole family is. His father used to play for the Toronto Raptors. Probably one of the best 3-point shooters ever the Raptors ever had. He grew up in Toronto, same as his brother Seth Curry. Both Steph and Seth played basically elementary, high school. They went back down to the States.
pump fake and do a little drop step.
But they did grow up in Toronto, which is kind of neat. I really thought that the Raptors would have picked up one of those two brothers before either during the draft or after, because Seth really never found a team until recently. And it surprised me that nobody really gave him enough playing time. But now he's getting known for his three-point shot, and everyone already knew that they both had a good three-point shot. I really don't understand why they didn't give Seth a chance.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander, guarded by Kerr.
But that's one really good player right there, Gilgeous-Alexander. Watch him in the FIBA Worlds coming up this summer. He's going to be one hell of a player. Are they really going to leave me open for the three?
Top five.
I'll be jacking that all day if they're going to give that up to me.
Situations with the right people. I'm not saying you're to stop them, but you know, you put a taller guy on him, and Curry to me.
Third team foul. They're going to be subbing him out.
The offense score I've ever seen in my life, where he can get 32 and hit 10 threes and wasn't really involved in the game. Just
Thought we would have had that there, but we tried.
He's in the corner and
3.5 minutes left in this game. I know it's only the second quarter, but like I was saying, we're only going to go until half.
we're able to do. Where you
Until
run out
halftime.
screens and you tire the guys out, and you kind of hope the defense forgets they're out there. But he's not a conventional get out of my way.
But
guy.
Gilgeous-Alexander, the one thing with him is he's not
Someone like that.
a superb three-point shooter, so you could leave him
More than 50 colleges and universities.
open for a three, but he is a good passer, and that's what you just seen there. He was able to get the ball out. We had a triple team on him. Hoping for him to get a turnover. That just didn't happen. Are they going to give me that three-point shot again? No, they're not.
The water polo players,
no.
but come on.
These kids
let's
love
move
it.
it.
They cannot get enough of these games.
Foul? No? No foul?
Every college should have these points.
And the Clippers have possession. Following the miss by Draymond Green. And Draymond Green picks up the
See how I was smothering Beverly there? He just jacked a three last time down the court, and we don't want that. We want to stay close and tight on him.
Harrell kicks to Beverly.
We don't want any three-point shots happening. We want nice tight defense on Alexander. Let him have that shot. That's totally fine.
Leading by 15. Outside Durant.
Give me a screen. Give me a screen.
To the middle.
Oh, that's a bad pass. Let him take it. Come on. Oh, he got me.
Played in with a nice touch.
Oh, he could have taken that three, but he decided to break my ankles.
Percentage looks in the paint.
And here in the second quarter of action as we approach 4 minutes played.
Now, the Golden State Warriors, they didn't exactly have that great of a start of the season, but you have to believe that
The feed now to Green.
they were just kind of bored of the competition. It is playoff time, and as we can see, they are going to be killing it in the playoffs. They are running on all cylinders. There's 2 minutes left, and we're up 29-14.
The Warriors pull it in.
We're going to get Curry jacking up another three. Boom. That's 32-14 right now. And if they put up over 120 points for their first playoff game this year, that's going to be insane.
1:31 left here in the second.
And that's his 4th foul. And we're not even at halftime. That is going to limit his playing time and his aggressiveness the rest of the game.
Los Angeles shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And throughout his career, Beverly,
We're clearly not worried about Steph Curry racking up fouls. We're only going until half. But we did sub him out. We'll get Thompson jacking up some threes.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for Durant. And Quinn Cook subbed in for Steph Curry. Hey, Bill, thanks for coming by. Fantastic stuff as usual. We really appreciate your time.
Oh, yeah, check that out.
You can't root on these, Bill.
I'm absolutely rooting.
Now that's what you call a garbage basket. And that's what Cousins is going to bring to you this playoffs. Some offensive rebounding and some easy points in that low post. I hope he doesn't take too many three-point shots. He's not the greatest from there unless he's wide open.
Passionate about the NBA.
And that's the battle they haven't been winning today. Their work on the glass.
Wide open Thompson, bang. This team is so deadly from the three-point line. It's insane.
Long distance, Klay Thompson doing work.
And here's Beverly after the three-pointer from Klay Thompson. Floats one up, and it's Beverly missing.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one...
Oh, Green, bang. Thompson is on fire. 40-16.
From the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
6-second difference between shot and gameplay. Here's Williams. He hits that.
Williams is a really deadly shooter from the three-point line. But what we're going to do, we got 16 seconds left. We're going to bake the clock, and then we're going to get Thompson a three-point shot.
And to me, that's all about the body control, right, Greg? I mean, he does such a stellar job sizing up this man and drains it despite having the size.
Oh, I lost it. Damn. I was trying to get him another three.
And another
Yeah, they just did. Let's see.
Get involved there. Sweet shooting from the speedy guard.
Did he get it? Aw. Okay, so if we multiply that by 4, that is 160-84. So, of course, they're not going to be doubling the the Clippers' score in the real-life game, but I would say that their first game, they will wipe them out by around 25-30 points. I hope that you guys have enjoyed today's video. If you have, hit that like button, subscribe, and I'll see you guys again in our next video, which is coming up very soon. I'm going to try my best to get all 8 of these first-round videos done.
And they did not. Thanks a lot.